Trends in recreational or illicit drug use often make the jump to Halloween warnings. Multi-Mueller/Stop via Getty Images. Joel Best, University of Delaware. Every year around the middle of October, reporters start contacting me wanting to talk about rumors of contaminated Halloween treats. That's because I track media coverage of reported incidents of trick-or-treaters receiving razor blades in apples or pins and poison in candy bars. My data goes back to 1958, and my principal finding is simple. I can't find any evidence that any child has ever been killed or seriously injured by a contaminated treat picked up in the course of trick-or-treating. This often surprises people who assume that Halloween sadism is both very real and very common. Stories about contaminated treats are best understood as contemporary legends. They're tales we've all heard, that we've been assured are true. They warn that we live in a dangerous world filled with villainous strangers who could harm us if we aren't careful. In August 2022, drug enforcement authorities noted that pills containing fentanyl were being manufactured in various colors. Interviewed on Fox News on September 20, 2022, Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel declared, "Every mom in the country is worried. What if this gets into my kid's Halloween basket?" Other Fox commentators suggested that parents might want to protect their children by not letting them. And, to prove the bipartisan appeal of protecting children, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, a Democrat, repeated the warnings. September Crime lays the groundwork. It's worth considering what's familiar and what's new about these warnings. One fairly standard element is commentators' readiness to link September crime news to the possibility that it might presage what could happen on Halloween. In 1982, there was a spate of Tylenol poisonings. 7 people died after purchasing and consuming tampered packages of pills. Many commentators then warned that parents needed to be extra vigilant when examining Halloween treats. Those deaths also led to a dramatic increase in protective packaging for all sorts of products to discourage tampering. David Clare, president of Johnson & Johnson, testifies before a Senate subcommittee after a spate of Tylenol poisonings. Trends in recreational or illicit drug use often make the jump to Halloween warnings. In 2014, the year that Colorado first allowed state-licensed retail sales of recreational marijuana, the Denver police posted online warnings that parents ought to keep an eye out for THC-laced edible candies in Halloween treats. Yet after Halloween had passed, a department spokesperson admitted, "We are not aware of any cases of children ingesting marijuana candy during Halloween season." Similarly, in 2019, September reports of deaths caused by vaping black market THC-infused cartridges were coupled with news that pencil. Fentanyl is considerably more expensive. It is not unreasonable to wonder just what a fentanyl dealer's overarching goal might be if in passing the drug off as candy. The suggestion that a school-age kid would go from accidental user of fentanyl to a paying addict is far-fetched. Of course, the villains in contemporary legends aren't expected to behave rationally. Ask why gang members would attempt to kill motorists who blink their headlights at them, an urban legend from the 1980s. And the response is likely to be, that's just the sort of thing those sadistic people do. It might not make any sense for someone to give a brightly colored opioid pill or TH. Such reasoning is thought to justify ringing the alarm bells. Often there is a kernel of truth to these fears. Certainly fentanyl is a dangerous drug. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.